I am live. Am I? Yes, I am live. Hello. Oh, okay, there's a lot of drilling going on around my house. So hopefully you can hear me clearly. And today's live, I am going to answer two questions that I mentioned in my IG story. So the first question is about what do you need to ask yourself when before you start running a business, and then the next question is about three ways on how LinkedIn can help your business. Okay, so I'm going to answer these two questions that I received last week. But if you do have any other question that you want to ask, you can drop in the chat below and I will answer you towards the end of this live. Hello Fitri, thank you for being here. Okay, so let's start. The first questions. What do I need to ask myself before starting a business? Okay, this is a very good question. And sometimes, when there's a lot of aspiring business owners come to me and tell me that I have this business plan, I have this business idea, I have these business goals, what should I do? So, I would actually advise you to, before you even create your business plan, before you even create your business goals, right, you need to ask yourself a few questions. First things first, you need to ask yourself, has someone paid you for this work that you have done? Or is there any like potential buyers or potential or can I get you ask yourself, can I get paid with this? So these are some very basic questions before you even jump right into the business. Of course, having business plan is good. Writing down all your business goals are also good because it keeps you thinking. It keeps you having that kind of business goals that you want. But ultimately, before you even start, I would actually suggest you to ask yourself these few questions that I mentioned along this. So the first question is to ask yourself, can someone pay me with the work that I'm going to do, whether it's service or product? And another question is, will you enjoy the work? I think running a business, you need to enjoy the process of the work, not just at towards the end of the job itself, but really the process from A to Z. If you feel that there won't be any opportunity of you running the business while enjoying doing the business, then you might want to you might want to sit down and reevaluate the decision of running a business, because it's running a business is truly not for everybody, not for everyone's cup of tea, and it's okay if you actually try and you failed. But at the end of the day, I feel that when you run a business, you need to enjoy the process to every day. You know, when you wake up, early in the morning, you can't be feeling like, oh, I need to do my work. When you start feeling that way, right, then you have to step back. You have to step back and relook at your situation. You have to really understand the environment that you are in. What is it that maybe make you feel that you don't enjoy? So yeah, I think these are some of the few questions that you can ask yourself. And also, I would suggest you to test the demand of the service or the business that you want to create. And then after that, you can go ahead and write out your business plan. It's really good to have business plan before even going into the business itself. But if you have a business plan, but when after you go into the business, then after that you feel that you don't enjoy running the business, then that will be it will be like I wouldn't say it will be a waste of time, but you want to test out the areas of that business first. Okay, so the questions that you need to ask yourself is, has someone paid you for this work or service? When you first try out, right, and then somebody asks you, okay, for example, I am a website designer. Okay, and somebody comes to me and say that, hey Rini, can you help me do my website, and I'll pay you. Once that person says I'll pay you, that's when you know that there's a demand to this service, there's a demand to this business. So once you have someone telling you that they will be paying you for your service, so that is when you can start thinking about your business plans, how you can actually grow your business, how you can pivot in some areas. So for me, I took a different route. I start my business without any plans. I went ahead and start the business. Basically, I jump first and swim later. I don't know anything about business. I pivot along the way because at the end of the day, there will always be changes along the way. But of course, if you do have business plans set up, you can also always change a little bit when the times come, because like I mentioned earlier on, there will always be stages in your business that you need to pivot your business, change the direction of your business. There will always be some changes, so embrace that change, of course, and don't be afraid to explore the areas. Okay, let me go into the chat. Hello Jamie. Hello Jamie, hi. Ah, really? Dark. Okay, wait. Let me adjust my lighting. Uh, okay. Okay, can better. Yeah, Jamie. Yes, I jump first and swim later. Okay, can. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I jump first and swim later when I first started my business. It's really about, I wanted to test the water, even though at that point of time I don't know how to swim, but I literally just jump, and then I guess the universe has been kind, gave me that lifeboat for me to go into the business further, and now it has been 10 years, so I'm really glad that it actually happened for myself. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always type in the chat box. All right, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier on, right? That having a business plan is really great exercise for you to do. It's allowing you to think through what you want to do in the business. So while you are trying out in the business, you need to also have some kind of plan of what you want to do in your business, because if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail, right? That's always the quote that you always hear. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So it's always, even though your business plan is not concrete, even though your business plan is not like something where you can see like 5 years later down the road, have it anyway, because at the end of the day, you will know how to pivot, how to change in certain areas of your business. uh let me see what speech is saying. Now you're on a ship and you'll bring us along with you. Yay. Okay. I mean, yes, everybody come on the ship with me on the business side of things. But yes, correct. Thank you, Fitri. Okay, and then also when we are talking about business, right? It's really very important to also network with a lot of people, whether those are in the same niche, or the business category is complementing your own business. For example, I do have a group of business buddies, and Fitri is actually one of them. We Our businesses are all different, but we complement each other. So that's how we network as well. And when you network with your own people, as in the own niche, that's also where you get to learn the area that you are in. So for example, I am in videography, right? So I do have a mentor that also is in the videography area where I can ask questions. I do have a mentor who's actually in the education or training, but also doing video. I can also ask questions. So always have this group of people where you can ask questions, where you can ask feedback. It's becoming your A game team where they can also give you some feedback. They can also give you some hard truth, but definitely you need to accept the constructive feedback as well. Okay, so there's a lot of areas that you can touch on in business, but ultimately the first things first is to always ask yourself whether what you want to do in that business, whether it's going to, you are going to get paid because you want your business to be your bread and butter, right? So if you are not getting paid, then it's a bit difficult to run the business. So always have that question first in your mind. And also another question is, do you enjoy doing the work? You are not going to run a business and not enjoy doing the process. There will be time, I'm going to tell the hard truth, there will be time that you will burn out. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to say that I've not been out before. I have been there, done that. It's a way of, sometimes it's also a way of you to step back and see the bigger picture on how you want to pivot, how you want to change things. So when there are times that you are down, there are times when you feel that you don't enjoy the process, um go back to basic. I always go back to the basic, like, why is it that I first start my business? I ask a lot of why questions when I feel that I kind of like reach the, I wouldn't say I have reached the ceiling, but it kind of like, it once I reached, I couldn't move, right? I couldn't see myself moving forward. Then I will um step back and see what else I can do, and I see what is the basic that I have to go back into so that I don't be too overwhelmed in that sense. Right. So I'm not sure whether Fitri and Jamie can relate with what I said. Yeah, so these are some of the hard truth that a lot of business owners will feel at some point of their business journey. Okay, and don't be afraid. I think don't be afraid to change lah when the time comes. Okay, so that's the first question. Now, the second question is about LinkedIn. Okay, this person asked me questions where um how LinkedIn can help the business. Okay, I feel that LinkedIn has evolved along the years. When I first started LinkedIn, it's still a platform where it was a matching between job seekers and employer. You know, they are looking for employee. Okay, it was not really platform where individuals can network with each other. So I feel that LinkedIn has evolved right now to become really like a social media network where you can network with a lot of people, a lot of individuals in your own niche, in different niche, people whom you want to work together with, you want to collaborate with. I found a lot of genuine and great relations, great relations. Hey, why am I not great relationships? Oh my gosh. Why is my tongue twisting with relationships? Anyway, yeah, I found great relationships on LinkedIn to collaborate in my business. So when I first started, I remember I wrote a lot of posts about sharing my knowledge, sharing my video knowledge to my audience on LinkedIn. And it was just about sharing things, what I know, sharing some thoughts when I read an article, and I just share the article and share what I think about this article. And then I connect with a lot of companies that I want to work together with. So I will actually look out for their either their marketing department people or their HR people, or even sometimes the founder themselves. So I connect with them, and I don't basically I don't connect to have that hiring thought in my mind or hiring mindset, but it's really about a real connection where I can learn what they do when they can learn what I do. So I feel that LinkedIn has really evolved to a social media network, and I got a lot of gigs from LinkedIn as well, and a lot of collaboration from LinkedIn as well. In fact, Jamie, I think I've known her. There's a lot of platform that we get connected, but I think I first know her in TikTok first, and then in LinkedIn. I think, yeah. So, so LinkedIn, if you if LinkedIn and YouTube, right? I just feel that a lot of people have this feel that they are intimidated, maybe because LinkedIn they feel when they see the title of this somebody, and they feel very intimidated with their title. um if I may say it out, don't be don't be too afraid of LinkedIn, because it has evolved, and I think I've mentioned evolve so many times just in this point. It is really about creating connections on LinkedIn, because you never know whatever that you are doing right now, that person, that connection may need your service, may need your product in the future. If they don't, maybe they have someone else who need your services, need your product, and they will get both of you connected. So I've got a lot of a situation like this, where a connection whom connected with me and wants to have, genuine conversation with me, and then she don't need my service, but somebody else who actually need a video service connected both of us. So it's really a win-win situation when it comes to LinkedIn. So I want to share the 3 ways that LinkedIn can help your business. Okay. I think I've kind of like said in between what I said in the point, but the first way is creating connection on LinkedIn to help you also grow to be a thought leadership in your own niche, to grow your self confidence, to share your opinion, to share your thoughts about your niche, and also current situation or current what we have currently right now. Okay, that's the first way. Okay, Jamie was saying that LinkedIn and YouTube are her 2 main platforms. Yes, in fact, it is mine as well, YouTube and LinkedIn, because it's it's really a space where you can get great connections. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the LinkedIn first. Okay, so the second one for LinkedIn is, wait, where's my point now? It got lost. Okay, the second point that I can share with you is where where is it? Where is it? You can showcase. You can showcase your work. LinkedIn, they have this you can drop the review like a testimonial. Last time, I don't know about your time. Last time my era is about Friendster. You can drop testimonials for your friends. So this is like that, but it's in a professional space. Um, yeah, Jamie, you also in the Friendster era, okay? I don't feel so old now, but anyway, yeah. So LinkedIn is also where your potential, no, I wouldn't say potential client, your client can drop a testimonial for you and it becomes your marketing tool. So in LinkedIn, you can get all these past clients to drop you a written testimonial, your collaborators to drop you a written testimonial inside your LinkedIn itself. And of course, you can showcase your work, what you do, the services that you have, and whether you are open for new collaboration, whether you're open for new work opportunities. All these things you can do on LinkedIn as well. And the third one that I can share is also about the part where you can also your potential, no, not potential, why I keep saying potential, when your clients or your collaborators can endorse you in the certain skills that you have. So you can actually put up the skills that you have, like for myself, videography, video editing, training, what else, keynote speaker training, all these different endorsements or skills, and you can get your client, your collaborators to help you endorse the areas that you are good in. So this is also a good way to let your potential clients see your LinkedIn that, hey, this person, you are actually good at this, and these are your all the testimonials, and then under your post you have what you do. It's something like resume, but it's not resume. It's like a the first door to open up good opportunities, first door to open up to new work opportunities. So embrace LinkedIn if you are not on LinkedIn, especially I think my fellow freelancers, you are running a freelance business, go on LinkedIn because it's really a space for you to look out for new collaborators, new job opportunities. Because if you are not in that space, then chances are I'm sorry guys, today like my tongue don't know roll go where, but chances are you are missing out in a lot of opportunities. And I think Jamie can vouch for that when I say about LinkedIn. There's a lot of opportunities that you can achieve on LinkedIn itself. Okay, so yes, let me see whether I have any other questions to share, uh and or any other points that I can share with you guys. But of course, when you are on LinkedIn, make full use of it. Okay, don't don't sign up for the sake of signing up. You need to sign up and make full use of it. When always have Okay, whenever you are in whether it's social media platform or whether you are doing something new, always have like a certain goal that you want to work towards. So for example, you just created a LinkedIn account, right? You want to have a goal, like maybe every day you want to connect with maybe 5 people. You want to gain the connection with 5 people, and always think about how to value add this person. All right, so when you sign up, don't sign up because I asked you to sign up. Okay, maybe that. Okay, I want you to sign up, but sign up because you want to share what you do. You want to value add the person that are connecting with you. You want to value add the person that are following you with the things that you know, your knowledge. Okay, so always have the other person mind in your, I mean, that person always value add that person at on the other side of you. Okay, it's not about you value, of course you must value yourself, but when the other person on the other side, right, value what you actually share, then they'll be more likely to work together with you. Okay, so that's all I have for today on the two questions. I don't see any other questions on the chat, but I want to thank you for those who are tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I think it's been a while that I go on YouTube live, and I'm not sure whether you guys know about the new YouTube update that YouTube just rolled out. So for small creators, now they are supporting us in terms of the number of subscribers. They have lowered down the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. They have lowered down to 500 subscribers. Yay! And also the number of watch time. So I will talk a little bit more on this in my IG. I will share what's the update that the YouTube have. So, but for now, I think that's a really good initiative from YouTube to help small creators. And I also feel that there's a lot of other business owners who can see the potential of YouTube. And yeah, I would like to thank YouTube for helping us small creators. Okay, till then, and I see you next week. I have another live next week. And if you have any questions about videos, about business, about life, running a business, you can always drop your questions in the comment box if you're actually watching this on replay, or you can always DM me on my Instagram. I always hang out there a lot of times. I mean, most of the time my hangout place is on Instagram. You can connect with me on Instagram at peachypix, PACHYPIXX, and I see you next week. All right, bye guys. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Fitri, and thank you to the rest of you who tuned in. Thank you. Bye.